Time to review the Corsair M95 MMO gaming mouse, a device that gets a lot right before ultimately shooting itself in the foot. This mouse was purchased out of pocket for review and the video is not sponsored. Let's start off with the build quality, which for the most part is excellent. The mouse sports an aluminium frame and a smooth, matte plastic finish, which feels quite solid. The underside of the mouse is a brushed aluminium plate, which looks fantastic, and it's got 4 Teflon pads, which give the mouse a very smooth glide. This is definitely one of the more weighty mice on the market though, which will appeal to some from a usability perspective, and it also does make the mouse feel decidedly premium. The issue with its weight, however, is the distribution, which leans heavily to the bottom of the mouse. I find that this makes lifting the mouse far harder and less accurate, which is something that would be cause for concern for anyone who would like to dabble in the odd FPS game. An adjustable weight system would have been a far better option. This weight would actually make it unsuitable for claw or finger grips. The M95 has one of the best scroll wheels on a mouse that I have ever seen. It feels fantastic, however there is no declicking toggle. Still, it is hefty and it's got a very definite travel that offers excellent tactile feedback. Unfortunately, the build quality takes a nosedive when we consider the thumb pad. There is a disconcerting and non-uniform wobble on the keys, and whatever it is about the plastic on the keys, it doesn't feel great on the thumb, and actually it feels rather cheap. Many of these problems are likely because the keys are all different in their shape, but the upshot of things is that it just feels cobbled together, with the wider buttons suffering especially from those problems. The keypad's problems do not end at build quality though. The layout is significantly less usable than the traditional 3x4 layout, to the point where this product simply cannot compete with the rest of the market, be that from Logitech, Roccat, Razer, or anyone else who is employing that layout. Their whole design is based around your thumb resting in a pressed down position in the middle of the pad. You then squeeze your thumb in a direction to actuate the keys. This method allows you to quickly access the buttons which are immediately adjacent to your thumb, but the rest of them are rather awkward to press with this setup. In going for this supposedly more ergonomic layout, they have increased the size of the buttons and the spacing as well, meaning that the keypad is really large. The travel time that is caused by all of this wasted space makes the mouse rather slow to use, and squeezing your thumb is very inaccurate as far as the outermost button goes. Additionally, the space where your thumb rests is completely wasted, so if you are to press the buttons like you're using a Razer Naga, it's more spaced out and not very accurate, and if you are to squeeze the buttons with your thumb, well, it's just no comparison. It's inaccurate, terrible, and honestly not that comfortable. The Naga has a uniform grid that is more densely packed. For MMO usage, it offers more buttons, better quality buttons with a better tactile travel, and a layout that is far easier and faster to use. On top of that, the standard 3x4 keypad is something that many of us already have the muscle memory for. The second big problem for me is the grip. It offers very little Pinkie support, a decision which is really baffling for a mouse that should be optimized for long MMO gaming sessions. In comparison to the Naga, it is just less comfortable for me to hold for an extended duration, and the fact that it's got a much heavier weight definitely exacerbates that discomfort. Additionally, the Naga has a nice textured rubber grip where your pinky finger goes, whereas that is just more smooth plastic with the M95, so it really is a lot less grippy and it just makes holding the mouse overall less comfortable and less usable. The sensor itself tracks well enough though, but if you're going for an FPS configuration, well, you're going to be purchasing an optical mouse anyway as opposed to a laser sensor like what is on the M95. Though honestly, this mouse's weight, distribution, and grip are going to be a problem far long before the sensor is actually involved. As far as software goes, it's quite good, it meets all the standards in terms of giving you macros and things like that. But again, if the hardware itself isn't comfortable, then it doesn't matter how good the bundled software is. I went into this review wanting to find something different but equal to the traditional MMO layout, but a few missteps make this mouse wholly unusable in comparison to just about all of the competition. Perhaps this would better suit a MOBA player, but even with that, I suspect the quality of the keys and the layout of the keypad is going to make it a very poor choice. Certainly for RTSs as well, I've played a lot of StarCraft, I can tell you this really fares no better. While Corsair have managed to build a device that feels premium, in practice they've delivered a product that is less than fit for purpose than most of the competition. So with that said, thank you very much for watching the video. Hit that like button if you enjoyed it, and down in the comments let me know what kind of mouse setup you're rocking for MMO usage. That's it for me, and I'll see you next time.